Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Malinga Sise of Urban Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so happy. And for those who are still new, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Today I'm really super happy. I cannot miss this day without making this video because we have really made 1 year on YouTube. It was last year on the 9th of April when I uploaded my first YouTube video. And you guys, it has been a very exciting journey having all of you in this channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful support, your selfless support, and for all the comments, all the love, all the kindness that you have shown to me towards promoting this channel, towards promoting agriculture among all the youth, among all the women and the men all over the world. I just want to say thank you so much. And I want next year this time us to be, I don't know, we shall be at 100k or even more subscribers. So please let us keep on subscribing if you're still new, and don't forget always to comment and tell me which country you're watching me from, and I'll be so excited. So today I feel like sharing with you some of the reasons why I started poultry farming, because if you scroll down on my channel, you will find that my very first video was telling you why I started this project. And I understand most of you did not watch that video because that video has around, I think, 4,800 views, but I got so many subscribers, by the way, out of that video. And today I really want to repeat myself again, but maybe I will even elaborate more, tell you some of the reasons why I started poultry farming. Well, you can see at the background, I really have these amazing birds feeding. I have my turkeys there feeding. I have the ducks feeding. I have the local chicken feeding. Some of the local chicken have moved out of the fence, but they are all there busy feeding. Okay, just now, my love and passion for poultry farming started way back when I was still young. I remember that was in around 2001. I think I was in primary 5. Yes, around 2001 when I was in primary 5. We used to live in this setting whereby my father had this commercial building in town, in the middle of Lira town. That's where I come from. So we had tenants, but as the landlord, for us in our home, we never had a TV. Can you imagine? My parents being the landlord and the landlady, but we do not have a TV set. So what we could do, we used to peep through the curtains for the tenants and watch whatever we want to watch from there. So there is this one day that I saw a young man collecting so many eggs. Way back we used to have a TV station called WBS. So this guy was collecting eggs from WBS, and they were interviewing him, showcasing his farm and telling people the benefits, the profits. That is how I just got, I got interested in poultry farming. I just love collecting eggs. You people, even till now, when I'm collecting eggs, Alinga is always smiling collecting eggs. She's very happy collecting eggs. Okay, so that is how I got involved, and I developed the love and the passion of poultry farming. Okay, if also you look back at my background, you'll find that my parents are also farmers, especially my mom. She had a piggery farm. I remember that time she had over 300 pigs, these local pigs in her farm. She had over 200 ducks, these local ducks. So I grew up in that setting where my mom really loved these birds, and even chicken. You find that she had so many chicken. My father was basically a businessman, so for him, issues of farming, he just did cattle rearing, of which I think he succeeded in it, because before even he passed on, may his soul rest in peace, he had so many cows. But my mom basically loved keeping the pigs, the chicken, the ducks, So I think I also come from that background whereby my parents like taking care of like this, this livestock and poultry. So I grew up loving, like, thinking one day I should have a poultry farm. And then along the way, Of course, my interest kept on changing as a child because I also loved leadership. Okay, I loved leadership. I'm very, throughout my school life, I was the head girl. I was the head prefect. I was, Alinga always is a prefect in school, and either the head girl, the head prefect. I was a liturgy prefect. So I loved also leadership. But along the way, as I was growing up, other interests started coming up. I loved being a nun. By the way, I wanted to be a Catholic nun. Okay, I wanted to be a Catholic nun, of which till tomorrow, I still my spirit still feels like being that side. But, all in all, we are here, okay? And so when I completed my primary, went to O level, went to A level, then I started developing this love of being an army person. I really wanted to be an army lady. I really wanted to be a soldier, throughout my education at Makerere University, because I studied from Makerere University. Most people see Sisi as a farmer. They think Sisi didn't go to school, okay? I also studied in Makerere University by the under government scholarship. I was, I think, a performer, okay? I went through government scholarship and I was studying there. And throughout Makerere University, I really wanted to be a soldier, okay? But along the way, I don't know what changed my mind. I remember my first child I got from campus, second child, I was still at campus. So I just swept away all this, all this thinking of being an army person. So when I got into my home, I said, Sisi, you're not going to look for a job. My dream of poultry farming came back. I said, now that I have 2 children, I came out of campus when I had 2 children. I said, now that I have, because I had decided that I want to be a mother, okay? So when I decided to be a mother, I really dropped the interest of being a soldier. I dropped the interest of being in politics. I dropped the interest of being a Catholic nun. I said, Alinga, you have to settle down for your kids. And I made up my mind that I'm not going to look for a job. I'm going to do my poultry farming, which I love. Well, I also love the cattle rearing. I love the goats. I love piggery farming. I have them in the village, but not in very many. I don't put too much of my effort there, okay? Because my interest is in this poultry farming. So when I got my home, I said, you know what? Instead of running up and down looking for a job, please, why don't you start on your poultry? And this is where we are. But one thing that I've learned from poultry, now I've been in this project now for 5 years. I was in the layers and broilers, but broilers I didn't do it for long. It is now majorly the layers. Right now I have the 400 birds. But I want to tell you that every day you learn new things. And in this flock particularly, whereby I'm really practicing basically herbal remedies, I've really learned a lot. I'm trying to discover new things. And every day I share with you new things. And now that I've also introduced the pure local breeds, I'm learning so many new things that I will bring and share with you. Alinga likes sharing our experience and our story to the world and, inspiring people out there, okay? So with poultry farming, it's just something that I do with love, with passion. I just enjoy and love doing it. I think even my family members, actually even my mother told me to say, you know what, you really love doing this thing. And I tell her yes, because I remember when I started my farm, she was one person who told me, Sisi, after going through Makerere University, you come back home and do this. That is what she told me. She expected me to be in an office, just like also my father. They expected me to be in an office. They expected me to join politics because I was always a leader and a great debater, okay? So they expected me to join politics, to be in leadership, maybe to be the soldier that I always wanted. But, I just said, you know what? This is where my dreams are. This is what I love because I sit home doing my work. I am getting money. You see now my eggs have come out. We are now in 50% of laying. And actually today, I think I got around, I was almost making 7 trays of eggs because our expectation is 12 trays and 20 eggs. Giving it that some birds will not lay eggs, okay? Some few birds will not lay every day. So I'm giving it 12 trays and 20 eggs. But today we were almost at 7 7 trays. Remember, the birds have only laid for 3 weeks. They have not yet made 1 month. But now what if they make 1 month? And even the eggs that have produced, they are not there. People have bought them all. People are really liking it because the eggs are really purely yellow yolk, tasting so good, because Alinga is not giving any, all these all these drugs I'm not buying for the chicken. Guess what? I've even not vaccinated this bird. Since I was supposed to vaccinate them for Newcastle disease at 16 weeks, I stubbornly refused to vaccinate the birds, and still the birds are really doing well and dropping eggs very well. So even the eggs are really taken away. So I find that, it is very easy and simple for me. I'm just sitting at my home, relaxing, doing my other things other than being in the office, so looking for jobs. I feel so comfortable doing poultry farming. And then also at home, anytime you can, when you don't have money, you can consume what you have. When I don't have money, I can consume my eggs. I can just get 1 chicken here and slaughter and eat it. So that is basically why I love poultry farming. And then also, it doesn't need a lot of space. You see, my space here is just 100 by 100 feet. But you can see that my space is still very enough for my project. So it doesn't require a lot of space for you to start it. And then it is also not so stressful. If I say so stressful, now like that dropping, you don't need to clean every day. Just like yesterday, I showed you how we were removing the droppings. They were already paid for. But if you look for if you see the pig droppings, for the pigs, you have to clean it every day. The cow dung, you need to have somewhere to collect it, and so basically, for me, poultry farming is very comfortable for me. And then about the profits, for me, I see there is profits in this project. Even these local breeds, you'll find that so many people with a lot of money love only to eat these local breeds. Even a tray of purely local eggs, it is very expensive. If I tell you guys, you'll be like, oh my God, Sise, are you sure? But that is the truth. If you go to supermarkets, pure local breeds eggs, pure local chicken eggs are very expensive, okay? So me, this issue that poultry farming doesn't have profits, for me, it is not true. I really see it has profits. Well, I am doing it like for the layers. I have only 400. Guys, someone who has not yet started this project may see 400 as a very big number, but in reality, it is not a very big number. But I always love to do what I'm comfortable with, because at one point I started with very high number. I had up to around 3,000 birds, of which with the 3,000 birds, it disturbed me a lot, and I lost so many birds. So I ended up not making any money. In fact, I ended up losing money. I lost over 20 million Ugandan shillings in that project, that time when I had 3,000 birds. But now that I have 400 birds, I feel more comfortable. It is easy for me. I don't need so many people to help me in the farm. Well, I'm also touching lives. I'm teaching people, showing people my experience, and people are learning something from it. So it's not about the big number that I have, but it's about what I'm getting out of the small number that I have. And for me, my interest is for touching lives and sharing my experience with people, motivating someone out there, teaching someone out there, letting people know the beauty of this project. So, and that is why I don't feel like maybe going out of my home and doing it elsewhere. I just feel comfortable doing it in my home. So I want to encourage everyone out there that, please, poultry farming is not a bad venture. It is a venture that anyone out there can do it, and you can do it anywhere. You can do it in your homes. You can even hire land and do it. You can buy other big chunks of land and do it. And even the purely local breeds are really not bad to do it, but for it you need to be patient. You need to be patient enough, and in that way, that is when you'll get your money. So that is why I started poultry farming. Okay, so anyone out there who is planning to start this project, I just want to encourage you that, please, if you want to start poultry farming, don't be discouraged. Just go ahead and start it. And you have to have the love and the passion at heart, in that whatever comes your way, you're able to stand strong and say, you know what, I'll still do poultry farming. Because there's no success that comes without failing along the way. Okay, all the success doesn't come on a silver plate. You first have to go through, through roughness, and you get there. You get what you want. And even when you want to start a YouTube channel, please go ahead and start a YouTube channel. Start telling us your stories, share with us, start sharing with us what you're doing at the farm, your experience, because I'm very sure everyone out there have always a different experience in their projects. So for today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for loving me. Thank you so much for believing in me. And I promise that I will always bring you my experience. I will always, show you what I'm doing. And with the herbal remedies, you guys, these herbal remedies work. Have been using them. My birds were showing some signs of Newcastle, okay? Much as they were not sick, but I saw in the dropping was showing me there was Newcastle, but I managed to clear it in 3 days, of which I'm going to tell you how I managed to clear this thing in 3 days. Now the birds are really doing super well. So please, let's continue subscribing. If you're still new, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just know Sise loves you wherever you are, and God bless you all. Tomorrow is Eid Day. Let me wish everyone a happy Eid Day. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye.